Welcome to Islas, one of the most underrated spots in Oaxaca. This hidden gem was the first stop of my Oaxaca road trip, and it more than surprised me with its man-made natural beauty and vibrant culture. Kongui Parque Ecoturistico in Temazcal or Nuevo Soyaltepec is the gateway to Islas, and from there you can explore all the area has to offer. Our day there started with a delicious breakfast consisting of tamales de pollo, empanadas de queso, and café de olla, Oaxacan coffee that is served with cinnamon and piloncillo. After that, it was time to board a boat to explore Lake Miguel Alemán. The lake formed in 1954 due to the construction of a dam which was built to put an end to devastating floods in the region. As the lake filled, nearly 48,000 hectares were flooded, and what was once hilltops transformed into the thousands of islands that now give the area its name. The northwestern shore and islands have been turned into a nature reserve, and it is possible to do boat rides that focus on the scenery as well as birdwatching tours. Ours was a combination of the two. As such, we got to take in the stunning scenery while also getting closer to the islands where migratory and water birds stand together. Some of the islands are also used as grazing grounds for local farm animals, so you are bound to spot cows and donkeys. While it was fun to observe the farm animals, my favorite smaller island was Isla with its countless pelicans, herons, and cormorants. If you love bird watching and taking photos of birds, Islas, and in particular this island, with all its water birds, certainly is a dream come true. Isla Soyaltepec is one of the larger islands, and the village at the top offers a stunning view. The only way to get there is to hike up one of several paths, and we opted for the Camino Independencia, which takes you past several homes and pastures. Once you reach the village, you'll see local artisans displaying their beautifully embroidered textiles on their porches. There are also small shops where you can buy water, which is exactly what you want after hiking under the Oaxacan sun.
Note to self, hiking in the midday sun is an horrendous idea.
And yet, it is fully worth it, as the view is breathtaking. As you look down at the lake, it is easy to see why the place is called Islas, 1,000 islands. However, the view is not the only highlight of the island. After all, the village also has a church that is nearly 500 years old. Large parts of San Miguel de Arcángel are still intact, and you can climb the bell tower to get an even better view of the surrounding area and take a closer look at the original bells. We visited another viewpoint on the other side of the village, and after taking in this view for a while, it was time to hike back down. The boat already awaited us, and soon we were heading back to Kongui Parque Ecoturistico. Once there, a Mazatec Gastronomic class was awaiting us. During it, we learned how fish is traditionally prepared with tomatoes, onion, cilantro, garlic, and jalapeno before being steamed in a banana leaf. While the fish was steaming over an open fire, we enjoyed some cocktails with mezcal from Cacao Ceremony. Then it was time to eat, with the first dish being a local favorite snack, rolled up tortillas with salt and salsa. And of course, the fish was the main course. In typical Oaxacan fashion, a mezcal tasting followed. As afternoon turned into evening, we got to see a performance of a traditional old people's dance called Tocho. By this point, many locals had come to the park, and the overall atmosphere was very festive. short while later, we were fortunate enough to see another dance performance. The Flor de Pina is a local folk dance from the San Juan Bautista Tuxtepec municipality. It is only performed for special celebrations and during the annual Guelaguetza celebration in July. As such, getting to see it felt incredibly special. The dresses worn by the dancers show off different embroidery and weaving styles of the local Mazatec and Chinantec communities, which adds yet another layer of cultural celebration to the dance. As the sun was setting, the band continued to play live music, celebrating the end of a beautiful day in a peaceful place, still almost entirely unknown to international travelers. And then, just like that, it was time for the final event of the evening, a traditional Mazatec Cacao Ceremony. According to ancestral belief, it is possible to form a spiritual connection through drinking raw cacao. The pre-Hispanic ceremony includes prayer, meditation, and singing around a sacred circle. If you are open to it, it can be a deeply reflective experience and an inner journey. After a day full of adventures and cultural experiences, the ceremony was the perfect way to end our time in Islas and begin the next leg of our road trip south to Oaxaca de Juarez.